Hello and welcome to my video on speedrunning GTA missions 1 to 3 or prologue to repossession, and I hope you enjoyed the video. I won't be showing my first couple of attempts because they all end up the same way. Another thing I would do is speed up some of the parts where it's unnecessary to say any information. I wasn't even a minute into the run, and then I had accidentally paused here, and so I gathered my victims and channeled my frustration into them.
I'll handle the plastic. Don't blow yourself up.
To begin, we start with the very first mission, which is prologue. Everything is very simple here, and I will add information and tell you what exactly is happening as we go. But right now, when this cutscene is over, we will be spamming Q to take cover, but it may vary depending on what console or device you play on. Another thing that you would do in the speedrun is switch between the two guys when you are aiming, and when Michael says up,
Don't blow yourself up.
then you switch to the guy laying on the floor typically.
Come on. He's gonna kill us here. Leave us alone.
Now right here you will be spamming the up arrow and enter key or left click to quickly dial the detonator. This will save time by a couple seconds so that you don't have to slowly bring up the phone. After this cutscene, you will need to sprint out of the door and then start jumping. If you jump too early, your character will ragdoll, which result in a time loss while you wait for him to get up. Once Michael is done collecting the money, you will want to jump at Trevor. During this cutscene, make sure to spam F7 if you are on PC to quickly switch to Trevor. Lots of people end up failing this part, including myself. Typically, I hold down the aim button just before switching to Trevor so that I'm already aiming down the sights for an easier shot. Usually, since you have a fair amount of time before Brad and Michael get into cover, you can reload to prepare for the firefight outside as shown now. Oftentimes, you would do a jump here to skip Brad saying to do intimate things with the cops. Since I was unsuccessful, I will show Sal doing it instead. Sorry if I pronounced that name wrong.
Oh, fuck, you hear that? Sirens.
Now, once you've gotten outside, you will need to shoot the passengers and then the drivers whilst moving forward. This will prevent the passengers from taking the wheel from the deceased driver. And moving forward will allow you to progress while you are in the firefight, but don't move too far ahead as to not mission fail. I needed to cut the video here because I mission failed and I did not want to restart the clip all the way over again. After defeating the first few enemies, there will be 2 cars that spawn and you will need to run past them so that you don't waste time shooting at them. But when the 3rd car arrives, you will need to kill the people inside. Then there will be 2 more cars that spawn, and you will need to kill all the cops in both cars to progress, and then enter the getaway vehicle. Right here, I had a bit of a fluke since I had been running too much, and I caused my character to ragdoll from exhaustion. Now that we're almost done with prologue, you would take control of the vehicle. You will need to drive until there's an open area on the right and when your passengers mention the roadblock.
Shit, roadblock. Go right.
This will ultimately save time by just a few seconds by skipping a turn. Finally, after listening to Alvin and his friends, the easiest part of the speedrun commences. Instead of having a shootout, just go right.
Fucking die.
Now that concludes prologue. Now on to Franklin and Lamar. First up, you will skip this cutscene, and when you load in as Franklin, you will sprint past Lamar and hop into the red vehicle which is closest to you to save time instead of hopping into the white one.
Like that? Bobby big dick on a nigga, huh?
The first part of the mission can make or break the run. So when you get near the end of the road, you want to tap the brakes, Turn right, drive up the hill, and then center your car into the middle of the road or on the yellow line so that Lamar will give you a boost when you are driving. This will cause Lamar to rubber band to you. And then you will want to take the route demonstrated in the speedrun to always be ahead of Lamar, but not mission fail. Another thing you will want to do is to use Franklin's special ability as sparingly as possible. This is because it essentially gives you a boost and will cause you to mission fail for abandoning Lamar. This is shown now from one of my live streams. Like, use it as sparingly as possible is what I mean. That guy always gets hit. Okay, Lamar is close. Okay, I see a big paragraph. I'll read that in just a second. Lamar, are you gonna catch up? Lamar! When you are crossing 2 out of the 3 bridges, you will want to hold the control key occasionally. This will cause you to get a curb boost-like effect. And for the final bridge, you will need to use Franklin's ability to maintain speed and control, or it could cost you your run. The speedrunning path will have you take the road that branches off into 3. Then you will go under the bridge, turn left, and then squeeze between the gaps to the left of the overpass and enter the parking garage to continue. Now during the speedrun, you will go into the alley behind Simeon's shop for 15 seconds. And then you will need to move near the entrance of the back of Simeon's shop. If you position and time it right, you can be spot on and enter Simeon's shop immediately. Next up, you will walk backwards out of the shop so you don't waste time walking forward to enter the cutscene. As the fastest indoor moving method, you will need to jump out of the dealership to get in your vehicle. Once in, you will need to drive closer to Lamar so that he can get in quicker. When you are pulling into the garage, you may bump the car into the wall to interrupt the dialogue and skip it. And again, I was unsuccessful.
Man, shit, it's good to be home. What's up? Can a low come up in your crib?
Immediately after you finish Franklin and Lamar, you must quickly get to your vehicle and accept the phone call from Simeon. If you do not, the mission will not be available. You must also immediately drive to Simeon's shop so that you're already ready for the mission. When you get there, you will want to park close to the entrance. After you exit the vehicle, you're going to want to take cover to skip the slow step.
Hey, what's up, Simeon?
My dear boy, so good to see you. So good.
Then you will want to run fully to the cable box to make Lamar run all the way, and then you will want to drive the bullet due to it being faster than Franklin's gauntlet.
I never took you to be an old hairstylist type bitch, but now it's all starting to make sense. Hey, wasn't that motherfucker who took the bike that S.A. Chicago's dude with the tattoo on his face and shit? Yeah, that was him.
Right here, you will want to try and squeeze between the roadblock signs so the physics of your car doesn't get impacted. After that, you would do the stunt jump. I am unaware as to how to get rid of the slow motion, but if you have any ideas as to how, please leave it in the comment section below. It will be greatly appreciated. Here you can see me using curb boosting to abuse the physics system into boosting the car's speed.
Yeah, step up, nigga. Of course this dude real. Who else gonna have to require surplus of paper and deficiency of brain cells? He just put a dub down on this bike.
20 G's?
Right here, you will park in the middle of the road for a shorter walk for Lamar. Then, you will park the car on the fence so that Lamar will use it later instead of the basic vehicle.
Should be as the story of your life, asshole.
We kind of making
Then you will go slap the drunk guy silly because why not? I'm kidding, of course. This prevents Lamar from interacting with him. Right here, you will also need to not get too far ahead of Lamar because this will negatively impact his characteristics.
Be cool, nigga.
Since I had already went too far ahead of Lamar, his AI wasn't following the script the way it was supposed to, which caused him to not turn his head. This is a problem because you would start jumping ahead of Lamar to the right garage, but now he would stand still given you were too far.
move up in this shit.
Man, what exactly did I do in a past life to deserve your stupid ass?
This a routine lick, dog. Chill.
Do them Vagos look routine? This a shady ass alley.
Shit, we in Vespucci Beach.
We on the wrong side of Vespucci Beach. You should know a block makes a difference.
Hey, hold up. It's in one of these lockups. Man, stop being a pussy, nigga, and grab that heat.
After grabbing the gun, take out the first guy and then move forward. Once you see 4 guys on the map, shoot the canister of gas to take them all out. After this, the gunfight becomes pretty simple, meaning you just have to kill the rest of the guys and then you're done.
Somebody tell them niggas this illegal repossession.
You sure picked the right people to pick a fight with, nigga.
How many they got? Up there, shoot that nigga. Bust his ass. Man, fuck this.
Once you're finished with the gunfight, you still need to be in Lamar's range so he doesn't stand still. When he is following you, walk to the fence, and when the biker shows up, shoot him and you can take his bike.
We gotta lay low. Get the bike and meet me at the car wash on Innocence. All right, I see you over there.
Now, instead of taking the yellow line, you would turn right. Make sure to do wheelies to increase your speed as Franklin's ability doesn't work too well on bikes. And once you see a parking lot, turn into it. And then drive through the gas station, past the road, and into the grass. Now go through the fence, and then you're going to want to go through the alleyway. And this part requires a lot of accuracy, so be sure not to hit a car and go to the waypoint, but try and slip between the billboard poles and jump off right as you're about to hit the yellow dot to skim some dialogue. And then you are done.
Hang with your ass for a while.
Thank you very much for watching. If you want me to do more tutorials like this or teach you how to set up GTA for speedrunning, let me know in the comment section. And thank you again for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day.